What does it mean to be a human? I believe as humans, our most basic want is to be loved. But not to just be loved, but to love others in a sort of crazy, unconditional love. I think a lot of the times, as humans, we look at differences in people and we forget the good things that are in them. But I think these differences are great. Because, like the earth and the moon, we are different from each other. But when we work together, we can accomplish great things. Alright, I want you guys to flash back to when you were first born. Although you don't remember that, just picture it. Picture when your mom first saw you and how much unconditional love she already had for you at that moment. It's a trait only a human would have. Because in that exact moment, you were already loved. Just picture it. She holds you for the first time. She's in tears. What other species do you know that cries out of happiness when their baby is born? From unconditional love. The minute you were born, after that, we've needed this love that we felt. We desire it. We need it. And I think humans, Hitler, I believe as humans that's what we strive for. We feel it, that connection with our mother when we were born, and we go our lives looking for that connection with someone else. Alright, this is just a example with Hitler. Just imagine if he had not felt so excluded and not as loved. Can you imagine that this situation might be a little bit different? And I'm only saying this because I'm just trying to demonstrate the power and need. This is Happy Hitler. The power and need of this love and how it can affect us. This need is so great that the search for it can be so lonely. Remember our friend Amir, who begged for Baba's love, but never found it for himself. He drove his best friend away, all because he wanted to feel Baba's love. He was jealous. And he thought this kite would make things different between his father and him, but it never did. His son was the price he had to pay. The lamb that he had to slay to win over Baba. Also, to be human is to find meaning in life, relationships, and in ourselves. Maybe that means we become doctors. We find meaning in helping people out, or become professional basketball players, or travel the world finding meaning in different people's cultures, celebrating people's differences. I think as humans, that's something amazing that we do, is that we celebrate differences, and we look at our own lives, and we look and see how different they are, but really, we all come from the same place. We're all humans. I use this quote because Bernard is trying to find meaning in his own life, in his own way, and Lenina is going along with the flow, but Bernard's meaning is coming from himself. He wants to stand out, unlike Lenina. Because kind of like Lenina, to be human is to hide our faults. We're the only species that cares what other of our kind think. Look at these two giraffes. They don't care. And why should we? I believe that humans are afraid that to not be accepted. We need to belong somewhere. And when we hide these things, we're only cheating ourselves. Because our faults are what really make us humans. So what? Maybe our differences and our faults, we don't want to feel left out, and so we tuck them away. But I think in a world of 6.9 billion people, I think differences should be celebrated. And I think a lot of what human beings do is celebrate these differences. We have different months that celebrate different cultures and different ethnicities. And I think that's amazing. I think that sharing these faults and sharing these differences help make the world a better place. There's no sense in hiding these faults. There's no sense. Because after all, we're tarred with the same brush.